Audrey Fisher.
Whew, it's hard to sum up like 4.5 years of your life. And I think I get emotional because like volleyball is like my whole life, you know.
Hannah Engelken.
Honestly, I came here not really sure what I was getting into. You know, I started out playing as a freshman, which was really cool. And taking on that responsibility kind of taught me a lot.
Number 13, Aubree Bell.
I have met some awesome lifelong friends and sisters that will be my sisters for a lifetime.
Hannah VanBuskirk.
Definitely tough, a lot of hard work, a lot of ups and downs, but it's been really amazing, and I'm like really grateful that I've gotten to spend these last like 6 years, especially like meeting new people. Like this year, like I'm playing with girls I shouldn't really be playing with because I got the COVID year, so that's kind of been fun.
Number 5, Offerdahl.
It's like yesterday that I was a freshman coming in here and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna be a senior. I was like, that's not gonna be me, but now I'm here and it's all like surreal.
My favorite memory would definitely have to be whenever we played the conference tournament at Hy-Vee Arena.
2 years ago, when I was a sophomore, we played Washburn at the MIAA tournament.
1 point away. A 3-0 run here late for Central Missouri has given them a match point.
It was like one of the hardest games we've ever played. Like it was just like point for point, back and back. Like every single point was like a dog fight.
And Berg hits it long.
And we won in 5, and just, I don't know, because we had been going back and forth with them all year, and then beating them then was just, I don't know, really cool.
That was just so much fun. We won the semifinals, which was a blast, and then we got to play in the conference championship.
I know most of the girls on the Washburn team were good friends, and so playing them just made it even more intense, and there was so much emotion throughout the entire game. It was up and down, and they had their runs and we had ours, but in the end we came out on top.
And after being beaten in the first set 25-8, Central Missouri comes back to win the second, the fourth, and the fifth set and advances to the MIAA championship.
We wanted to win so badly. And it like not everything went our way, but it was like we were just like knew we were like we're going to win this game. It's just like what I felt. So yeah, I think all of us will like always remember that game.
It was just the emotion in the gym was so high, and like the energy, and just we all really fed off of that, and it was probably the best experience I've had here.
Being a Jenny to me means just being a great teammate, working together. We work great as a team, and I think that is a trait that the Jennies have, and just loving one another unconditionally.
We have this standard that we have to uphold, and it's like we are representing Jennies Volleyball, we're representing the university, we're representing our coaches, and I think we all hold that high standard, and it's an honor to wear this jersey and to be a part of this team.
Playing for everyone else around you. You know, I feel like we've had a lot of success this year because we don't have just one standout player. We have like multiple people that step up in every game. So I think just putting the team before yourself is the biggest part of being a Jenny.
I think it means like carrying on this legacy, this like legacy of excellence and the strive for greatness. I mean, it means every time you step out on the court, like you're giving 110% and you want to do your best, like every time. And I think that kind of plays back into being a senior versus being an underclassman. It's like you don't really know what it means yet, but as you travel throughout those 4 years, once you get to this moment, you're like, okay, this is everything I've worked for. This is what I want to put out on the court, and not just on the court, but in the classroom, and representing the program well.
To me, when I think of like Jennies, I think of my teammates and like my team and people that like I care about so much and I love and like are the reason that I'm playing volleyball. Like I play for them. And so like to me, that's what I think about is more of them, not really like me. So I think about like the team, like us as a whole, like we're the Jennies.
I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a freshman forever, or I'm gonna be an underclassman forever. And the moment's finally here, and it's like you've racked up all this experience and knowledge and I guess wisdom, and you wanna tell them like, cherish those moments where you're not the senior, because being a senior is a lot of responsibility. But you know, there's a lot that comes with it that I think is really awesome too, just getting to mentor those younger players.
I'd say just soak it up, you know, taking every moment, like every practice you go to every day may seem tedious, may seem boring, you do the same thing every day. But just taking every minute with all your teammates, you only get a certain amount of time here, so just enjoy every second.
We have such a great traditions that we do on and off the court. So I would just say to keep up those traditions and keep the positive atmosphere running as they get older and start running the team themselves.
Continue to just work hard, give 100% effort in everything they do, school and on the volleyball court. Encourage one another and be there for one another throughout all circumstances.
My message would be to believe in yourself always, because everything's gonna be tough. There's gonna be tough times, there's gonna be great times, but as long as you believe in yourself, I don't think anything can go wrong as long as you have that internal drive. And also just cherish the moment because it goes by really fast.
I think our senior class is so special because one, we have played together for so long, and two, we are just really close friends on and off the volleyball court.
Just being on the court together creates a good bond, but also we spend time outside of the court, we're really good friends, and I think that just carries on to the court.
We're not just teammates and we're not just only friends on the court, we're friends outside of volleyball. When we go home, we want to hang out with each other, we're together all the time, and it's not just a volleyball relationship.
We're definitely unique. I think this is the first time we've ever had so many girls play together for, I've been with Aubree and Allie for 8 years. And then Hannah V, I've been with her for, 4.5 now. And Hannah E3, but I played against her in club. And so just being so familiar with them and just playing with them for a long time, we've really developed this bond and respect for one another. And I think you can see that out on the court, the way we gel, the way we move together as a team. It looks like we've been playing together for a long time.
We want to win so badly, but we also care about each other. It's not just about winning, it's not just about we're best friends, it's kind of a mixture of those things. And I think we just have this great chemistry on the court that you can see when we all play together and we're all on. And I do think getting to stick around one more year and getting to kind of fine-tune those things, because we have been playing together for 5 years, has really allowed that aspect to shine.
We just become so close, and there's sometimes on the court we don't even need to communicate because I just know where they're going to be, they know what I'm going to do, and it's just this bond that we have. It's really unique and special.
This is the most invested that you ever are as a senior, because you've played against all of these teams for 4 years. You know who they are, you know who everyone on the other teams are, and you want to win so bad. And you care about the program, and you really grow a love for it as you move on throughout your 4 years. And so, whenever COVID hit, it was sad, just thinking, okay, well, I get a senior season, it's not going to be the same, but kind of dragging it out, I think has been good for me because I don't think I was ready to be done, to be honest.
The COVID year, we didn't, we had to make a decision if we were going to come back or not, some of us, and I think all of us making that choice, for me, it wasn't just oh, I want to come back, it's I wanted to come back and play with these girls, I came back to play with them. So I think it's part of that also is we so badly want to play for each other and win for each other, and I think that's really special. And I guess going back to what I want to tell the younger girls is if you play for each other, it can't go wrong. I think that's really important.
I put a lot of thought into it because I'm in nursing school and it's a lot of work and a lot of time commitment. But I was talking with my coaches and they were you came in with this class and I want you to leave together. I want you to have your final season and I want you to try to get as far as we can and win that national championship because I know that's why you came to play college volleyball. So I wanted to leave with my best friends because I came in here with them, and hopefully we could do that.
I know I'm going to miss the game of volleyball, the coaching staff, and just having the girls around me every day because that's just such a special thing, and I cherish every one of them and our coaches as well, and so not being able to be around them will definitely be hard.
The excitement before every game, every little point, getting a kill, getting a block, just kind of sharing that moment with everyone is probably what I'm gonna miss most, and probably Flip. I don't know, he's a funny dude. Just hearing what he has to say every day in practice is always something new, so it's just, I don't know, a joy to see him and everyone else every day.
I think I'm gonna miss my teammates, playing with them every day, going to practice. Sometimes we don't want to go to practice, but it's an honor to be here, and I think, you know, getting dressed every day and with my teammates and having that bond with them on the court and not having that every day, I think I'm gonna miss just being around them all the time.
Definitely the girls, being a part of that team environment. Like, you're never gonna experience that again, like traveling on the bus together, eating together. I mean, we spend a lot of time together. They are my family. And so I'm gonna miss that camaraderie and everything. But, you know, other than that, it's competing. It's being a part of a team. You know, we're all out there. We have one goal in mind. And it's very apparent that everyone wants to win just as bad as you do.
I'll miss like playing, like I love that, and it brings out like a part of me that like no other sport will. Like it just brings out like this like competitive drive in me. But I think like the amount of like laughs and like joy from like just like the little things, like bus rides or like going to dinner or like when we went to Alaska, like all those things were so fun. And like making those memories with all the girls, like that's what I'll remember most, because like laughing with them and all that stuff, like I love them so much, so.
We've always had it in us. This conference is just so difficult, and it takes so many moments of greatness to win. And I think we are totally capable of that. I think we're just waiting for all the moving parts and pieces to work together. And I think it makes that even more special that it's our senior year. I've been waiting my whole career here for this.
Like this team, I think, is a team that only comes around once in a great while. I think to be ranked so high and to have done so well thus far, I think is like really special. And it doesn't happen often. It hasn't happened yet in these 6 years. Like this is the first time we've been ranked so high. So I do think like we have added to the legacy. I hope like for the incoming, like for the freshmen now and the underclassmen and incoming freshmen, like they realize like we deserve to be at the top, like we deserve and we've earned everything to get here. And like I hope they carry that on and know like they deserve to be at the top too.